NBA Commissioner Adam Silver weighs in on the Caitlyn Clark saga. But before we get off into today's show, you come across today's show, do me a favor. Please like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you got your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. And this is your first time coming across my YouTube channel, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button, post your comments, share the video out, and make sure you give the video a thumbs up. I see everybody in the comments section, #salute, and you know what my mantra is. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. Well, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver has weighed in on the Caitlyn Clark saga. And a lot of people might not like what the commissioner said. But before we get off into today's podcast is sponsored by SeatGeek.
SeatGeek, the official sponsor of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, the #1 rated ticketing app, over 28 million downloads, 70,000 plus events from concerts to sports, all your tickets across the web, all in one place, rated 1 to 10. Green means good, red means bad, and all your tickets are backed by your buyer's guarantee. And remember, use my promo code SimplyBallDropping at checkout to get $20 off your purchase.
And just know, by using my promo code SimplyBallDropping at checkout, you're getting $20 off your purchase. Also know that you'll be supporting the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Well, let's get right off into it. The NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, ahead of the NBA Finals, took to the podium and they asked him some questions about Caitlyn Clark. Now, we all know what's going on with Caitlyn Clark. We all know what's going on with the hard fouls. Everybody's trying to make it a black and white thing. Bob Costas weighed in on CNN, talking with Kerry Champion, talking about, the only reason why people are really looking at it, and I hate to say this, is because it was another black athlete taking a shot at Caitlyn Clark, which is a white athlete. And nobody made a big deal about the situation when it came to the other heralded rookie in Angel Reese, when Alyssa Thomas clotheslined Angel Reese out of midair, and that foul was assessed a flagrant foul, and that was upgraded to a flagrant 2 after they reviewed it, and Alyssa Thomas was thrown out the game. But it didn't spark controversy, because it was 2 black athletes going at it. So now Commissioner Adam Silver of the NBA has weighed in, and he has said some words that a lot of people might not take kind to, because what he is basically saying is, Caitlyn Clark, stop crying foul. This is a welcome to the WNBA moment. So, guys, I want y'all to take a listen to what the Commissioner Adam Silver said about the Caitlyn Clark situation in the state of the WNBA. Guys, take a listen.
I was curious for your reaction to the hard foul Caitlyn Clark took last week, and then more broadly, if you have any concerns about her first couple weeks in the league.
I'll leave the specific question about the foul to my colleague, Commissioner Engelbert. I mean, I other than as a fan, obviously, it's nothing new in basketball that there's sort of welcome to the league moments.
Totally agree.
Especially for heralded rookies. But of course, I want to see Caitlyn treated fairly and appropriately in the league. I would say it seems like she can take care of herself. She's a tough player. I think it may be lost on some people who are new to basketball in terms of a little bit of the controversy in the WNBA. What an incredible talent she is. 2 Final Fours, leading scorer.
Indeed.
History of college basketball. So I look forward to watching her ongoing development in the league. I think ultimately this is very healthy for women's basketball in the WNBA. It's generating tremendous additional interest. In fairness to the other players and in fairness to Commissioner Engelbert, this didn't just start this year. Certainly we're seeing an acceleration of it with Caitlyn, but many individual stars who came in this league in the last several years, and then again, I've been with the league for a long time, so I was there the early days with Val Ackerman, and of course David Stern, when we developed the WNBA. And in some ways, to me, this was a long time coming. If you went back and looked at our original business plan from 28 years ago, we didn't think it would be such a long timeline to kind of break into the sort of popularity we're seeing now. So ultimately, I don't want to make too big an issue about one particular player, one particular call.
I agree, Adam. I agree.
But I think the burgeoning rivalries in professional basketball, you see rivalries obviously among clubs, but also among individual players too. And I think that can be ultimately good for the sport. But at the same time, there's also some larger societal issues at work. There's no doubt. I don't want to hide from that. Some having to do with race, and they're very apparent. And I think, though, sports historically has been a platform to people to talk directly about these issues. I don't think we should hide from them, and I think the players are happy to engage on these issues. They're sophisticated people, but ultimately let the public join part of those conversations as well, and of course the media will weigh in.
Now, that was well said by Commissioner Adam Silver. Now, y'all guys let me know, where's the lie? He spoke facts. He pointed out that this ain't just started. This been going on ever since the WNBA was formed in 1997. In basketball and sports in general, it's welcome moments. And what Adam Silver is basically saying is these fouls on Caitlyn Clark are a welcome to the WNBA moment because she's a talented guard coming out of Iowa. He stated all the record that has broken in college. Now coming into the WNBA, well known, it's your welcome to the WNBA moment. But Adam Silver said this been going on, but we've swept it under the rug and we haven't talked about it. But now that it's because of Caitlyn Clark, it's well magnified and it's brought to the forefront because of what she's doing for the WNBA, which is she's their cash cow. She's their money draw. She is the one that's putting fans in the seats. And that so-called soul protection, what they have placed on Caitlyn Clark, and the media has ran with it, and it's a storyline all over the place. When you make CNN, it's a storyline. So what Adam Silver said is he's not trying to make this a black on black or black on white thing, but this has been going on in the WNBA for years, but we just don't talk about it. And I've always said it, and I'm going to say this again. There's tape when Candace Parker from Tennessee came into the league and the way they treated her, but we swept that under the rug. Now, there's other great storylines going on in the WNBA, like Monica McNutt said. Look at what Asia Wilson is doing for the Las Vegas Aces. Look at the season that she's putting together. But we don't want to talk about that. All the talk is about Caitlyn Clark. And what Adam Silver is basically saying, guys, pump your brakes, stop crying. This is going to happen. And like he said, Caitlyn Clark is a big girl. She knows how to protect herself. She's going to be all right. She knows how to take care of herself. But don't get it twisted. Like I always stated, Caitlyn Clark has that dog in her. She does a lot of woofing too. She has done plays that people will sweep under the rug. You go back to her college days, how she's played physical, how she has pushed opponents down, how she's taken some cheap shots. But now that she's in the WNBA with these grown women and she's getting knocked around, everybody wants to cry foul. But you know what it is? You got to protect your investment. She's the money draw. She's got the private jets for these teams. She's selling out these arenas that she's playing in. But like I stated, there's 4 other teams in the WNBA that don't have Caitlyn Clark, and they're selling out their arenas too. So you guys, let me know what y'all think down in the comments section on what the NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said about the Caitlyn Clark saga. And like I said, this needs to go away and let these girls play basketball. Caitlyn Clark is going to be fine. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap, and we're going to catch you on the next one. And remember, On your way out the door, do me a favor. Give this video a thumbs up.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.